If you are here, jump on, say g'day. Just going to see if I can do something on my end, but I doubt I can because I'm the least bit tech savvy. How are you all? Are you all ready to wrap up the month of April? Today we are focusing on the month of May. This is going to be a reading for the Mass Conscious Collective from what Spirit provide us with what they feel we need to know as a collective for the month of May. I hope you are all well and that you are in creation mode. I feel like from everyone that I've read for over the last probably week or two, it's about transitioning into a new portal. So a lot of you may be feeling a very creative right now, or the ideas and the bursts of spirit-led knowledge and all that will be starting to come to you. So if that is you, let me know. I'll give you a few more minutes. G'day to everyone who watches the replay. Yeah, I don't typically come on and do these lives, but as people who follow me on my other pages will know, on Sunday I am launching my new Patreon group. It's called Spirit Guides Us, and in that group each week you get your free star sign readings, and you also get a self-script for the week in advance, just to help you shift or turn that internal dialogue in relation to the psychic guidance that is received. So if you do want to join that, I will pop the links down below after this. I don't know whether I put them in the description. I will pop them down below, but it's $11.11 a month to come and get a free, your star signs free each week alongside with the self-script. So you are more than welcome to join there. I haven't posted any links yet because how Patreon works is they charge you when you first join on, and then they charge you at the beginning of the month. So I didn't want people to get charged twice. So yeah, so if you want to join that, you can join us here. Join us in there on Sunday afternoon. All right. Oh, hi, Ben. At least someone likes me. I might see. No, I'm not going to touch it because I'll probably stuff it. So anyway, guys, yeah. So I'm popping on live today to offer us our month in advance, to give you a real life example of what you can expect if you join my new Patreon community on Sunday. I offer this exclusively to their Patreon group. This is yeah, at the end of the month, beginning for the beginning of next month. So Spirit, honestly, for the last hour I've been like this because the energies at the moment are just insane. Did 10 minutes of deep breathing before I got on here, and it just hasn't settled. So there's something happening in the energy, because this to me is the energy. Yeah, so I thought I'd give this to everyone today, but to also give you an example of what you get in the group if you want to choose and join. So all the links are down below. Please, please, please don't join until Sunday, because like I just said, Patreon charge at the beginning of the month, regardless of when you join throughout the month. And I didn't want people to be billed twice. Hi, Marg. It's so good to see you. So what's else been happening? Well, great news is that we have found a place now. So, yep, we are moving down to Southwest Rocks, which is about 4 hours from where we are. So we've got a beautiful place down there now. So we are moving. So crisis over, because everything always works out for us easily and effortlessly. So we are moving. So thanks to everyone who's been asking. I've been having so many people from the past come back. I had a lady contact me last night. She goes, "You haven't read for me for 7.5 years." And I'm like, my God, I'm feeling old. Money then. Oh. Places. Thank you, Naomi. Yeah, I'm really excited. Well, we're excited. Totally different little sleepy town, apparently. Apparently, it's absolutely beautiful. To be honest, I've never even been there. And I don't know whether you can see, but it's starting to sun shower. And as soon as the sun showers, now my nerves are gone. The energy's shifted. So here we go. We got some cleansing. So g'day to everyone that's jumping on. I won't bore you anymore. We're going to get straight into it. So, okay. Let me collect myself. Okay, so this reading, everyone, is for the Mass Conscious Collective. This is anyone who really comes past my channels or past my pages or anything and leaves an energetic imprint. That's typically the energy I pick up on and read for. I apologize for the light. I do have my lights on, but yeah, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Yes, I'm reading for the Mass Conscious Collective for the month of May. So this is possible psychic prediction. This is guidance from Spirit. I did, before I got on here, I said, could you try and get us give us things that are a little bit more specific, so we'll see what happens. I am going to try to slow down a little bit and not as I usually do. But yeah, so this service is what I offer every month in my new Patreon group, which is beginning on Sunday, May 1st. And you also get your weekly horoscope readings in there as well. I'll probably chuck in other stuff, but at the end of the day, I would love people to join me on my journey. I do all my energy work in real time. So if you are getting, a reading or something of that nature online, I am doing it in real time, so to speak, because energies change every day. It's for me as a reader, I can't script something a couple of weeks in advance because it just doesn't work for me. So yeah. So everything's in real time. Anyway, let's stop the bullshit. So welcome to everyone. I'm tuning out of me now. I'm tuning into Spirit. I've got to stop sitting like that. I hurt my sciatica. That's why I've been doing it in this chair, not over there. I've hurt my sciatica and I keep sitting crooked. So yeah, I've got to stop sitting like that. All right, Spirit. Can you use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer the Mass Conscious Collective, myself included, something that we need to know for the month of May, something that we can look out for, any type of prediction. Show me, make me feel it, make me see it, use all my senses safely and securely. All right. So funny, I have an older lady stepping down at the moment and she's going, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know why. I think there's someone that's watching this or is going to come back and watch the replay who may have maybe an Italian or something background or whatever, and they may be trying to make a decision right now. And I have their elderly loved one stepping in going, no, 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 because I feel like I want to say nonna. And she's saying, no, 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 no. So if you can resonate with that, you're trying to make a decision right now, she's sitting there going, no, 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 no. So your answer's no, don't do it. All right. Awesome. We're starting with the Monology cards. So we have, what do you need to release? So we are going through a purge time. Some people have been actively doing this. Everyone's energetic timelines are going to be different. This is why I love doing personal readings, because I can just tap into your own timeline. But when I tap into the mass conscious timeline, the energetic timeline, it is about releasing negativity. If you go back and watch my weeklies and all that, they've all been saying the same. Everybody's very depends on how active you are in your own personal development as to how this is going to resonate. If you have been doing this kind of work, which I like to say releasing and replacing, it's a better kind of energy. You may be coming out of this energy, but with the eclipses and everything that's coming up in the month of May, check that out with astrologers. I don't do that. I just work with overall energy. You may have some things come up in you that need releasing. So sometimes the word negative can be kind of harsh. So I would say not conducive to you. So don't be too concerned or worried over the month of May if things come up from within you that are a bit unsettling, so to speak. they are coming up for a reason. It's time to transmute them and pass them off to the universe. So yeah, it's going to be a time to release negativity. But what I love is that we've got a win-win outcome is forecast. I said this yesterday on my Facebook before I even did this reading. I was, as I was typing it, I was just so excited. I just felt like those who have been doing the work, those who have been putting energy into their own lives, all that sort of stuff, balance is coming. Balance is going to be restored. You are going to start connecting with more like-minded people. Things are actually going to start working out for you. May is actually a very, very good month for individuals. I really honestly do feel that. So a win-win outcome is forecast, which is absolutely awesome, because I think in the weeklies this week, we've got your hard work's paying off, or one of those. I can't remember. I don't remember reading mine. But please know that if you are building something, creating something, developing something, putting something out there, working on your ideas, your plans, you may have been doing this all the way up until now. You may be doing it maybe for another maybe half a week or something like that. But I feel like sort of the second week of May onwards is going to be an absolute cracker. An absolute cracker. Spirit are reminding us to surrender to the divine. So if you have a really strong belief system at the moment that you need other people for things, you need something else to change before you can move forward, anything of that nature, we would really focus on that being something to release, because it's time to surrender to the divine. And now the rain stopped. Surrendering to the divine means to hand over all your worries, hand over all your concerns, but also place your order with the universe. There's some tweaking. They're showing me stars aligning and stuff, so I honestly feel like I don't know what's going on in the world, planetary guys. I don't do astrology, as most of you know, but there's something about alignment. There's something about aligning. So whether you are coming into alignment with what you're wanting to create, what your desire is, or it's a planetary energy that's going to align, and it's going to be a cracker of a time to bring in everything. They just told me be an open vessel. So our trick at the moment as 3D little human beings is to open up the portal, open ourselves up to receive. That's by relaxing, by releasing the stress, by believing in spirit first and foremost, doing all those sort of things. Because there's an opening. I want to say between the 14th to the 16th of May, that's sort of pointing around that time. So if something significant's happening between the 14th and 16th of May that you know of, if you do astrology and all that sort of stuff, put it in the comments. If not, I'll Google it later. But actually, they're making me bounce like a bunny. So it might be 12th, 14th, 16th, 18th, 12th, 14th, 16th, 18th. So I feel like there may be some consecutive changes that come in there. 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah. Yep. So we got adjustments are required. So that's part of what do you need to release. Like I say at the moment, do not stress and do not worry if you do have sort of diversities, I don't know what the fucking word is. If you have shit come up, for you, it doesn't mean that you're off path. It's not meant to confuse you. It comes up so you can actually fully embody and embrace the things that no longer serve you. So you can do the energy work and sit down and work out what will serve you, what it is that you do want. If you've gone through a negative experience and you've experienced something that you don't want, rather than harp on that and rather than sit in that and try to mop all that up, which is only putting your energy back into that energy and keeping it active within you, sit down and I always say to people, grab a piece of paper, fold it in half, put down everything that you feel is negative, anything that you want to purge, put that on the left-hand side. If you sit in that for a moment, if you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And then you put everything that you do want on the right-hand side. When you feel comfortable with that, rip the paper up, chuck away the unwanted, and then focus on the wanted. It could be one thing, it could be two things, it could be 12 things, it doesn't really matter. But that's the energy work. When you hear me get on here and banter on about doing energy work, that's what it's about. And it's also about trusting spirit enough to place your order. Put it out there in any way, which way you can, but don't try to control and manipulate how that's going to come into your experience. I gave this analogy the other day and I read it from Esther Hicks many, 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 many years ago. It's kind of like if you go to a restaurant and you sit down at the table and you place your order. You place your order and the waitress takes that order off. Do you go back to the chef and go, come on, chef, how much longer? Where is it? What's going on? You don't do that, do you? You place your order, you sit there, you might have a drink of water, you might eat that fancy bread that's on the side, you talk to your mates, you do all that sort of stuff. You get on with your evening, so to speak. So the same goes with placing your order with the universe. Place your order with the universe, consider it done, and then do other fun things in between. So yes, definitely adjustments are required and communication is key. I think May is going to be a big month to state your demands, to ask for what you want, to communicate what you need. I would spend probably the next 2 weeks if I was in your physical shoes, and I'll probably do it the same, but I have to go back and re-watch this because I don't remember half what I say in Reading Mind. But it is about writing out your new life script. So be mindful of what you're putting out there. We've got an election coming up, haven't we? In May? Do we? Is it May? I don't follow it all too well. Because they show me ticking of boxes and I feel like I'm doing something legal. Oh, that's going to stir some stuff, I think. So anyway, guys, with communication is key. With that card, it's about writing out your script, placing your order with the universe, and getting in alignment with that. And communicate those things that you do want. For example, most guys know a month or two ago, we got told we had to move again for the second time in 7 months. So long story short, I had my little panic attack. I'm thinking, oh, great, because, you jump online, it's the world's in crisis, the rentals crisis, the rents are skyrocketing and, all this sort of jargon, and you sit there and you can't help but sort of go, oh my God, like, here we go. But because I know the law of attraction and practice it and live it as a lifestyle as I do, I said, that's okay, everything's working out for me. Everything's working out. So I went on all the community sites and said, hey, looking for a place to rent. If anyone knows of anything coming up, that's cool. I looked on demand, I did my energy work, but when I looked at it, I did it from a place of expectancy. I did it from a place of, I can't wait to move into my new home. This is so exciting. Long story short, I actually had someone approach me and say, we have this place, it is here, it is this much, which is actually way cheaper than what I'm paying here, and la 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 la. And I said, you know what? Yeah, it just feels good. Yep, feels good. Yep, I'll take it. No worries. Thank you so much. Not because I knew that or thought that there was a lack or limit or anything out there, so to speak. It just felt right. This offer, angel price, exactly, Ben. So I just said, yeah, because it felt right. It felt right. I've created a very flexible lifestyle for ourselves. I homeschool my son. I work from home, all that sort of stuff. So that was my moment that I created the life I desire, that freedom-based lifestyle, the fact that I can pick up and go wherever I want, and to give my kids other more experiences, and obviously saving some money in my pocket and all that now. So, that was just a clear-cut example, is if you sort your vibration and don't focus on the lack, don't communicate all the lack that is out there. The amount of people that jumped on my post and said to me, oh, good luck finding a place, you might have to go further over here and you might have to do this and all this sort of stuff. And I don't get into those stories. Please create a better feeling story for yourself. And I might actually share in my Patreon group on Sunday when we get going an example of a story that I write for myself. So I can give you an example. It's too much to do in here. So make sure that you communicate your needs only, not your worries and your fears, because honestly, the 12th, the 14th, the 16th, the 18th of May is going to be very, very significant. So I would love for you to all pop back and just let me know one way or another if something did significant happen to you in that time. So Spirit do want you to know that you are good enough. So this is a self-worth thing. This has been coming up honestly for the last couple of weeks. People really need to increase their self-worth, find ways to increase their self-worth. A lot of us have been programmed and put down and belittled and all that, ever since childhood, whether it was your parents, whether it was your grandparents, whether it's your teachers, or anyone like that. It's time to rise above that. This is what the ascension is all about. They just told me ascension symptoms, so some of you may be experiencing ascension symptoms as well. I know with my sciatica and that, and I'm just crossing my leg, it's making it worse, but I know when I get my physical stuff, I know that's a sign of my ascension symptoms. So a lot of you may be experiencing that, so you may be getting headaches, sleeplessness, body aches. Sometimes they call it a spiritual flu as well. Just all those sort of things. Really make sure that they're getting my vitamin C and they're trying to put that up. So make sure you get some micronutrients into your diet. But please know that you are good enough. You've got a couple of weeks. I'm not saying it's going to, you're going to go from bloody depressed self-defeatist to, yay, everything's working out for me. But at least honour yourself enough to want to, do better for yourself. And we've got time to breathe out. So there's not going to be much action at the station. That's how I feel. There may not be much action at the station when it comes to the actual receiving of physical products or outcomes or anything of that nature. I've been bantering on about this for the last few months about getting into emotional alignment with what you desire. So you are either someone who is looking for things or seeking things like a car or a house or something of substance. But Spirit are more so saying you want to tap into the reasons why you want it now. You want to tap into that feeling space of why you want it. Because that physical stuff is in your vortex. It is coming, whether it's a new job, a relationship, anything of that nature. It's all there. It's all there. I can see it. And you can probably see me looking over there, but I'm actually over here. I can see it. I can see. And to me, it looks like little scientist sort of symbols and stuff like that. What you want is over here. It is forming in its It's forming into manifestation, into the physical, so to speak, but we've got to get into emotional alignment with that. Everything's working out for me. I cannot wait to move house. I'm so excited. The people I meet along the way are going to be so uplifting, and I'm feeling so good. Well-being is my birthright. That kind of, we need to get that going. That self-talk, that self-dialogue. Oh. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense. So look at that. Use your imagination more. Step out of your ego and your logic and your brain and your mind and your thinking mode. Your brain's only there to protect you. You'll always hear me say that. It's time to step into your imagination. With that time to take a breathe out, do a guided meditation, a guided visualization. What does your life look like? Honor yourself for 10 minutes. Go out, sit on the grass or do a meditation before you get out of bed or whatever it is, and picture the life you desire. What does it look like to you? What does it look like to you? How does it feel? Does it feel freedom-based or are you shackled? Decorate your house. Is it full of color? Is it neutral? What are the people that come into your life? What do they look like? Are they laughing? Are they smiling? Really get into it and use your imagination to manifest that feeling within you. If you need a starting point, go back to a really positive time in your life and remember the emotion that you felt. It may have been a birthday celebration or a wedding celebration or something of that nature. Go back to that time and relive that emotion to spark that up within you again, because peace is coming to the situation. The peace offerings they just said. So I'm not going to say some of you, well, it depends on whether you're open to receive it or not. But there is peace coming into your situation. You are about to give birth to something new. You're in this egg at the moment. I'm not sure whether people have digestive issues at the moment, but you may have to have that seen too. I think that's part of that the ascension symptoms. So some of you may need to change your diet. That's kind of what I'm getting. But please know that there is peace coming in. There's a peace offering. There's a break. They just said a split in the clouds. So if I can beg of you guys, please, between now and mid-May, really focus on your self-worth. Find out ways to open yourself up to receive. I can't give you all that information in a reading time space, but you can Google it. You can pop questions down below and I can try to get back. Well, you don't want me to tell you about eggs, Ben. No, I won't place that seed of thought. So yeah, please really focus on yourself, and it's about creating a new script for yourself, creating a new life for yourself. Because it's coming in. Like I say, the material stuff, the people, places, things, objects, whatever you want, they're materializing. I can see them. It's like all these little fragmented pieces of iron. I can't explain it how they're showing me. It's over here. It's all coming together. It's like a computer, you know, behind the scenes. It's that Star Wars. It's kind of like that. It is being generated. It is being generated, but it's being generated from your thought and feeling right now, or how it's been. So do you want more fear, worry, concern? If you've got that active right now, whatever's in this little behind the computer here, that's what you're going to get. And we don't want that for you, because you deserve peace. You want imagination. Wow. All right. So like I say, I always banter right, and I know I get into the big stuff and that, but we got to be fair. So this could be just a fairness coming to your situation. I feel like there is some fairness coming on a global scale anyway. It's not awesome. It's not terrible. It's just fair. It's like, okay, all right, I can deal with that. So you may be reaching a deal with someone yourself, and it balances out. It's quite fair. This can be a balance within yourself, the balancing out of that yin and yang. Depends on what journey you're on. But you have some fairness coming. And it's also important, they just said, for you to play fair as well. You can't expect too much from others or the outside world, or you can't expect all those things if you're not expecting to become a better person yourself, or if you're not doing it yourself. So make sure that all your life exchanges, your energy exchanges, are reciprocal, are fair, are playing by your life rules, not the rules of others, your life rule, because that fairness is coming in. And look at that, we've got happy, happy outcomes. So whatever is experiencing, look at that. A win-win outcome is forecast. There is so much balance. Look at the symbology in these cards. See the balance in this lady's scales. See the balance in here. Use your intuition. But we've got a happy, happy, and we've got a win-win outcome is forecast. So I have a lot of people who follow me, because like attracts like, who are doing the work. You're going to have a lot of peace come to your situations, because you've chosen to follow your imagination. That's a spiritual practice. Use your imagination, not that logical thinking mind. And, happy, happy outcomes. This is you coming out of your egg, going, all right, I can do this. Yeah, this feels good. I could do this. No worries. So, yeah, I like where this is going. Like I say, over the next couple of weeks, you may still feel a little bit up and down. You may still need to make some adjustments. I'm even doing it myself. I'm starting to include little supplements into my day, just gradually. I'll try that one thing. Yep, that works. I'll do that. Replacing certain foods and stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I've actually went and printed out heaps of templates and stuff like that, so I can just start merging. Don't think you have to go from one place to another really quick. It's unrealistic. It's just about making little lifestyle changes for yourself. A good place for most to start if you feel like you're really off track is just to write down some affirmations. Every day, give yourself 10 minutes when you're having your cuppa, instead of scrolling through mind-numbing media shit. Say for 10 minutes, set your timer, 10 minutes. I'm going to write down all the things that I love about myself, all the things that I'm grateful for, all the things I appreciate. Do that for a week. And then that one thing will lead into another thing. And then that will lead into another thing and another thing and another thing. And voila, you've got a spiritual-based lifestyle. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into some tarot. I was going to have a drink, but I forgot. All right, Spirit, let's get some tarot. Let's get some future predictive juju. For those who are new and haven't seen me work before, I do not read tarot card meanings. The tarot just helps me keep a storyline, like a timeline. Because believe it or not, I do have people say, that's not what that tarot card means, you're full of shit. I'm not reading tarot cards. Mamma mia. All right. Right now, people, you've got a choice to make. Now, you've only got now, from this moment forth. Are you going to choose to be the victim and believe that the world's against you, and believe that everything's happening to you, everyone's against you, the world is shit, whatever your story is, if you want to stay in that energy, and there's no judgment, man. I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is. There's no judgment. But I need to say to you that if you choose this, this is how this next cycle from May onwards is going to be. So you need to make a choice. If you decide to make the choice to become a hermit for a little while, to go, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm going to back the up. I'm going to take some time out for myself. I'm going to turn off my phone. I'm going to turn off the social media. I'm going to give myself 2 days, even if it's just a weekend, I'm going to give myself 2 days to regroup, recalibrate, regather, so I can start retelling a new story for myself. Spirit is saying, we are leading you. That's what the light is here. Surrender to the divine. Go out into nature, have a massive breakdown, a massive cry if you have to. Go on a massive purging rampage. Write them a letter. You know, release that anger and that stress and that anxiety. You know, write them a letter. Even if you can't talk to the person or to your boss or whoever's causing maybe some angst or discord within you, honor yourself enough to get it out, write it out, do whatever you need to do, and then say, right, this is my spiritual full stop. As from today, I am going to focus on me, my self-worth, my happy outcomes, all that sort of stuff. I deserve fairness. I deserve to be happy. You know, I will choose to go into my imagination now. I will join Danielle's Patreon and be guided by spirit through the star signs and self scripts on Sunday. Just do something else. It is about doing something else that you're doing now that's not conducive to your well-being. If you do, look at that. That is your outcome. This is inspiration. This is motivation. This is natural energy. It's kind of like I could sit down and eat 100 meat pies and drink 4,000 cans of Coke and still have that upbeat energy, that natural energy. It's like a natural high. It's kind of like when I'm tapping into spirit and when I start getting animated and I start getting loud and I talk really fast and, it's kind of like that energy. But this energy is effortless. It is so much more effortless. It's very exciting. But honestly, guys, I don't get on here trying to patronize anyone and because I have been in the Bronx. I've been there. And that was 30 years ago and I'm still doing it. And I'm still going through grief from the loss of my loved ones and stuff like that. But it's a choice. You have to choose to get up each and every day and be the person you want your kids to be the person you want to attract, to be the person that is going to be as high vibe as they can so they can manifest that good shit for themselves because it's coming in. It's here. It's here. It's like all these little starry things. It's like in the computer right now being programmed. So you need to, through your communication, through your internal dialogue, through your vibration, program this little computer so we can start spitting out everything that you're asking for. It might be just stability and security. It might be a new home. It might be a car, maybe a loving partner. It may be a move of house. It may be a trip overseas. Whatever this is what we need to focus on right now. So yeah, so you need to choose which path you want to take, you know, and surround yourself with people who are doing it, people who are trying to raise the consciousness of the planet, not those who want to pick other people apart, those who want to put their 2 bobs worth in about everybody else and everything else, you know, all that kind of energy. You got to step out of that. Just be very careful what you focus on. You're better off reading a really nice book or going doing a random act of kindness in the community or doing some volunteer work or going into the garden or, you know, clean out your cupboards and do a big purge. You're better off doing all that sort of stuff for your energy than you are to worry about what the crazy world is doing. Oh, we got the 7 of Pentacles. This is people coming out of the shadows. You work on your own self-worth. I'm like, gotta stop, sit like that. I have to turn like this. Time to come out of the shadows, you guys. If you're a light worker or someone who's developing their own business, starting their own sanctuary, something, they just told me sanctuary. So starting their own something, please, it's time to step up. It's time to step into your confidence. There is financial gain on the other end of this. It's kind of like me stepping out the other day and doing my online healing. I've been doing it months behind the scenes because I've just been doing it for me and stuff. But, you know, Spirit told me that day, just do it at the end of your reading. Do it at the end of your reading. I'm going, okay, well, okay. Let's give this a crack. And I did. And honestly, I'm so proud of myself and I loved it. all that sort of stuff. This is it. This is your time, guys. Over the next couple of weeks, really focus on your self-scripts, your story, the orders you're placing with the universe. Start telling people about it. Be very mindful of what you're focusing on. I'm very excited about this. This is me getting my returns. This is a reciprocity. So if you have been giving of late, you can expect to start receiving it. But at the end of the day, you've got to open yourself up to receive and believe that you're worthy of receiving. Life is one big energy exchange. So May, I think, is a month of reciprocation. I honestly do. But you need to step up. You need to elevate. Time to elevate. I knew you'd come out. And I knew you'd come out. You come out, but use your intuition, kids. I'm telling ya. And I don't care what you say to me. A lot of you are getting your spiritual nudges. You are getting downloads. You are being guided by spirit to where you should be, where you're meant to be, where they would like you to be, so to speak, but you're not honoring it. Not all of you. Some of you are not doing it. But if you can sort of take ownership of your life, because that's what it's all about, and sort of say, it's me, you know, I knew I should have had that glass of, I don't know, I knew I should have had that juice and not that coffee or something. I don't know. I can't even think of an example off the top of my head. But it's kind of like, you know what you're meant to be doing right now, but you're struggling to put the physical action behind it. So it's time to address that right now. Address it right now if you can. Whether you have to, like I say, talk to someone else about it, a professional, someone who's not judgmental, not going to tell you what to do, so to speak. But you release that, because look at that. This is also illusions as well. So just be mindful that there aren't people, places, things around, or you're not telling a story that's merely an illusion. The classic example is, say, I'm going to win lotto. I'm going to win lotto. And I say, well, did you put the ticket on this week? And they go, no, but I'm going to put lotto on. Or they'll buy a lotto ticket and go, well, I got the lotto ticket. I never win lotto, but I'll put, I've got one anyway. To me, that's an illusion. It's an illusion of, yes, I'm going to win, but your vibration's saying, no chance, I'm going to chance in hell. All that sort of stuff. So be mindful of that. But this, to me, represents your intuition, abilities. I just want to have a quick thing about sensitivities too. So if you are a light worker, so you're a strong empath, channeler, whatever you do, healer, whatever it is, don't be surprised. I'm starting to go through it myself, where things that 3 months ago never bothered me, sensitivity-wise, are starting to bother me now. So I notice I'm getting sensitivities to certain foods that never affected me before. I'm getting sensitive to the chemicals and stuff. Not that I use a lot of chemicals, but one or two things here and there, like bleach. I'm sorry, I have to say bleach, because there's so much mold in here. It's the only sort of thing I do, that and the tea tree, but there's little things that I have to do, but I'm finding I'm getting really sensitive to it. So if that's you as well, be mindful of that. Don't be surprised if you do start merging over to more natural, organic products, all that sort of stuff. It's just, it feels sensitive, because every time I tap into it, my skin goes all prickly. So, once again, that's part of the spiritual ascension. You get more sensitive that way. And it's really important to keep your diets and environments and all that as clean as you can. Look at that. We got the star. This is, did you see the light just turn on? I put that up and the light turned on. Hang on. Oh, no. Maybe it's just a camera. Anyway, let's not get rid of the excitement. So you got the star. So everything's coming into fruition. This is what you're asking for. The fact that the lady is here in nudie, I'd like to have those breasts that look quite perky. But anyway, this is transparency. You've got to be more transparent. You've got to be more authentic. You've got to ask the universe for what you want. Do you remember people of my age bracket? Those nearing 50. If you remember back in the day, you're 16 or whatever, and your mum bought you a Pandora's box or like a glory box, and you were going to move out. You had all these big dreams and that I'm going to move out. I'm going to be independent and life's just going to be great as an adult. And you start putting all these little things in your little glory box. So your toaster, your blankets, whatever you're collecting. So when you move out, you've got it all. This is what this energy is symbolizing for me. So it's about believing in the angels. You would have received your 7 ways to connect with your angels through my newsletter yesterday. If you haven't, subscribe to my website and I can pop that out. But anyway, but this is everything coming true. This is a brand new day, new opportunities, they just told me new advances. So we are advancing. We are advancing. So you may be advancing in your job. You may be advancing in your energy. So you may be, experiencing very strong intuitive abilities. I'm not sure. But yeah, I love the star. So they're saying with that too, please play. Go on, turn the light on. Look at that, perfect relationships. So the Ten of Cups to me represents lining up and having people that come into you. This could be an intimate relationship. It can be. But this to me represents bonds, unions that are in alignment with each other. I'm sorry, they just give me something I can't. Decipher what it is. I think part of what some of you are releasing are more so got to do with people. I think that's what they're guiding me to right now. So it's more about the influential energy that's in your life with the people. Every person that I've read for this week, we sort of had an extra 10-minute conversation afterwards about this. So I think that's what they're leaning me towards. It's about, everyone's going to have an opinion. Everyone's going to put their 2 bobs worth in your life. Everyone's going to believe that they know what's best for you. Maybe up until this point that you've believed them, that you've honored them, but now is the time to honor yourself. But either which way, if you're looking for a relationship, it's coming in for you. Strong bonds. I just want to keep it general because I'm reading for the overall collective. If you are seeking a strong bond, a strong business partner, a strong lover, a strong reconnection with your family, any strong bonds that you're after, that's what the month of May is all about. But at the end of the day, you need to increase your own self-worth. The more you increase your own self-worth, the less you will settle for sloppy seconds, bad behaviors, judgments, concerns. When people come at you and just go, what'd you make? Where are you going that for? What a silly decision that is. Or, do this or do that or whatever. It will feel like water off a duck's back to you because you are in your own lane. You are creating your own reality. You are getting very black and white in your life. You either come with me on this journey and we do it together, doing separate things, but walking forward, moving forward, or you got to get off me train. I just won't give you airtime. I won't pay you any attention. I feel like this is the energy that's building up right now. I honestly do. I feel like people are going to get more determined to stay in their own lane, dance to the beat of their own drum, not listen to external influences anymore. And if you aren't, that's what you're being guided to do. All right. Perfect. To wrap up the tarot, here we go. Perfect co-creations. Your ships are about to come into port, whether you believe it or not. They are in the computer at the moment being programmed in source energy. So make sure that you use this kind of like an imaginative thing. What are you putting in your thoughts and your emotions? What are you putting in your little computer? What's it generating? Is it generating more fear, worry, concern, negative outcomes, all that sort of stuff? Or is it positive co-creation with others, smoother times, emotional happiness, bucks, lots of moolah, lots of abundance, lots of prosperity, lots of joy, lots of physical health, lots of excitement, lots of endurance? Because I feel like what we're going to come into is going to give us a lot of endurance as well. Look at that, guys. We got the Queen of Wands as well. So not only did we, so you got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This is power couple status right here. This. Look at that. What an energy spread. So you take this and apply this energy. This is what's possible. This is a prediction. This is coming probably towards more so mid-May, end of May. This can be 2 business partners lining up, and don't worry about the genders of them. The genders doesn't mean anything. It's just the energy of it. This can be, people getting engaged and married. This can be new couples uniting, all that sort of stuff. This is just a really positive, co-creative, smooth, energized, abundant, exciting time ahead that's coming for all of us. If you have been, look, I'm guilty of it because I'm a Capricorn. I like things doing my own way. Especially when spirit are in my ear going, do it this way, do it this way. And I always listen to spirit before I listen to anyone else. But I think this is a beautiful time to step out of that, like a self-imposed prison, and maybe get amongst people who are doing it. Yeah, I just see people lining up. I really do. I see people lining up. Because it's all depending on what you're putting in your glory box and what you're asking the universe for. What order are you placing? And whether or not you're following your intuition and following those little nudges and starting a new routine, a new habit. They just said a lot of the issues is habitual lifestyle. Some people have habitual lifestyles that aren't conducive to them right now, and that needs to change. One step at a time, one step at a time. And like I say, you choose to stand up in your power. You choose to stay in your own lane. There are dividends on the other end of it. You will get what you're asking for, whether it's more money, whether it's just stability, whether it's just security, whether it's just new companions, new buddies, new friends, new work clients, new colleagues, whatever it is, whatever you're creating, it's coming in. It's coming in, guys. You just got to use your imagination, because we've got a happy, happy outcome coming, and there's peace coming to the situation. It's coming. A lot of you do have, even if this is not a physical thing, this is relief. If you are after a relief, yeah, the plovers do say yes. And it's funny, I went for a walk yesterday afternoon, and they swooped everyone but me. So there is peace coming to all your situations, and there are happy, happy outcomes, but it's all going to be as a result of what you use your imagination for and what you're conjuring in your own reality. But those who are doing the work, there is fairness coming in May. If you choose to step up and boost your confidence and just fucking chuck it out there, what do you got to lose? YOLO and all that. I think that's going to be our May anthem. YOLO. Jesus, too many. All right, so we're getting to some oracles. So I hope that all made sense, you guys. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Contemplation time. Yeah, and you can see them jumping out. So contemplation time. I love how all the same cards come out with the synchronicity. Don't feel like you have to rush into action right now. Because I always read from this moment forth. I'm a forward thinker. I'm a solutions person. Don't feel like you have to go into action and physically do stuff right now. It's more of a time to go for self-introspection and contemplate those things that you want. What do you want? Why do you want it? What does it look like? What does it smell like? Go into that creation mode. I may even do a post later on my Facebook page to sort of help with that. You are being helped. Surrender to the divine. Extra magical energy surround you right now. This is law of attraction stuff. This isn't old programming and all that sort of stuff. It's heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. I don't know the angels. I don't know the actual non-physical entities that do this sort of stuff. So if anyone does know, feel free to pop it down below. But I know for the last few weeks we've had angelic energies around us. That's why I did those couple of newsletters explaining about the angels, but I feel like they've sort of moved on now, if that makes sense, and we have another lot coming in, and this lot are more the entrepreneurs, the freedom thinkers, the people who are they just told me shapeshifters. So these are energy, and that's not negative by any means, but these are energies that are going to step forward and help in the creation of a new world, of a new planetary existence. It is fun, and this energy is exciting, but it's about finding new ways of doing things, and we don't even know what these things are because we keep regurgitating and rehashing everything that is being done now or has been. If you are someone who's wanting to start a business, just fucking do it. Just do it. You might think, well, no one's done that before. It's going to be hard to market. No one's going to do that. Don't listen to that voice. Anything is possible. I don't know. If I get more on that, I'll maybe put it in my blog or I'll put it somewhere. But that's how I see it. Because I feel like it's more like machines. How they show me, it's more like machines. These are good. These are. I like this kind of energy because I am personal developing. I love people who have that passion, that drive to, do all this sort of stuff. It's more like their energy. But I forget more on that. But I just got that energy from that card. So I'm sorry if I just waffled on. So, yeah. You need to get in groups who are creative. You need to look at people who are creative. You need to be inspired by people who are actually creating their own plan. I see a lot of it actually. I see a lot of people who are like sewing and starting their own sewing business, all that sort of stuff. Pay attention to the signs, but more so pay attention to how you're feeling, because spirit are trying to guide you through your internal guidance system. Many of us only listen to our internal guidance system through our thoughts, but if you go there in your imagination more so than your thoughts, spirit will guide you where to go. It's kind of like I can walk up this street and I've got 2 ways to go. Typically, I just keep going straight ahead, but I just intuitively feel like go this way today. I don't know why I'm going that way, and I'm not going to question it, but I'm going to go up this way and go the other way, and you go up that way and you'll find $100 on the ground. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. That's kind of energy. So notice repetitious signs in your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. And synchronicity. Synchronicity, all the numbers. Being in the right place at the right time. Having the right conversation with the right time. I would honestly get your story straight. Between now and probably the first week of May. Get your story straight. Tell people what you want. Don't be swayed by external influences. Don't allow anyone to tell you, oh, that's going to be really hard right now. You know, the world's in lack. The world's at war. The world's this. The world's that. What if that happens? Watch this documentary. Watch this one. Watch which one. Let's just feed the fear. Let's keep going that, you know. It's all falling apart. Why bother? We need to get out of that energy, because that is predominantly, a lot of it is man-made. We need to come back to self. We need to listen to spirit. We need to be guided through synchronistic events. It's a spiritual-based lifestyle. It really is. And, yeah. That's it. That's what I get. What I feel, and I've been feeling over the last few days, is that people are fearing the outcomes of choices and that are being made for us. But I get a sense that it's not as bad as it's being portrayed to be. And I don't know how to articulate that without sound like a patronizing human. It's kind of like you either roll with it and make your own life adjustments with it, trust in spirit and have the faith and everything will always work out for you. Or, you know, the reality that they're saying is coming, the reality that is being developed, all that sort of stuff, then so it is. Then so it is. But it depends on where your perspective is. Depends on what you're asking for. Depends on what you're being fed and led into. You know? Everything's always working out for us. Always, always, always. So, yeah, guys, I hope that all made sense. Let me see if I can go back and see some of your comments. I will put a post up. I've got a few things to do this morning, but I will put a post up on my Facebook page anyway when it comes to telling a different story, maybe shifting your story. Hi, Tracy, if you're still there. Hey, Laura. Yes, Laura, definitely. There's a huge purge coming, honestly. Lots of rain in the USA right now. I'm telling you what, Mother Nature, the earth, is doing more cleaning up than any of us realise. And there's another life perspective for you guys. Are you going to sit there and go, oh my God, it's raining again? Or are you going to jump out there and dance in the rain? You know, go for a walk, jump in the puddles, do all that sort of stuff. Oh, thanks, Naomi. Yeah, I'm pumped. I could, because this is the thing, like, I can feel the energy coming. I can feel it. So when I get animated and stuff, that's the feeling that people can expect in the timeline that I'm reading for, and I think it's going to be the next couple of weeks. And I love it. And then I sort of like, I'll jump off here and the energy will subside, and I'll sort of go back to Dan's world, so to speak. And it's a totally different energy. This is why once people start meditating and actually connecting with spirit and all that sort of stuff, you can't turn back. It feels too good. And honestly, someone could come through the door and, steal something of yours and walk out, and you'd go, oh, well. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, well. It's just like nothing else matters. So, yeah. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Age of Enlightenment. Love it. Sorry, but these things go after I thing. So when you receive your signs and synchronicity, you guys, just say thank you. Just say thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, whoever. Just thank you so much. What's next? What's next? Try not to, like, once again, logically get into it. Was it my father that sent me that? Was it this? Is it that? What's their message? What are they trying to tell me? I'm getting all these signs and I don't know what it is. Just say thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much. What's next? I'm excited. What's next? Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you all so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe and all that sort of jazz. What I'm most excited about at the moment is my new Patreon group. I will post the links down below, but please don't join until Sunday, May 1st, because if you join now, they charge you to join on this day, and then they'll charge you again on the 1st. I'm trying to avoid that as much as I'd love to get people in there and get this stuff going. It won't be starting till Sunday anyway, so keep an eye out for that. Once again, you get all your weekly star signs in there. You get your weekly self-script from 3 cards from the good tarot that I pull. It is all done in real time, so it's based on the energies right now. I am just trying to find my own way to help people get on a journey with me rather than, oh, it's Wednesday, Dan's got a reading up, let's go see what she has to say. You know what I mean? Which is cool if that's what you want to do. But I'm just trying to find a way, and I think it's working because I can see a momentum starting to build where we take a journey together from now on, where, it's not all about the outcome. It's not always about the psychic prediction. It's not always about, that. It's about the journey, having fun, being connected, being with like-minded people, actually having support, all that sort of stuff. And just basically being around unconditional people and, be able to hang around people that don't have judgment, that can probably empathize with you, been there, done that, give a great solution, help each other, support each other, all that, because that's what the world needs right now. There's a lot of awareness and that big coming out, and that's all great, but it's starting to turn a little bit pear-shaped, I think, in energy with their intention. And I think their intention is okay to bring awareness, so to speak, but they're turning it into fear. And everyday people and stuff who maybe just been getting on this train or, just learning about certain things or are actually experiencing themselves. Everyone's getting scared and frightened and worried and concerned. And I don't choose to be part of that. I choose to be part of Spirit's world, always have been. I choose love. I choose positive manifestations. I choose law of attraction. I choose to be me. I choose to be transparent. I choose all that. So at the moment, you guys can sit down with a piece of paper and say, I choose. What do you choose for yourself from this moment forth? It will be how you create it to be. So anyway, I'm going to love you all and leave you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. I do hope you have a wonderful week. Keep an eye out on my Facebook page because a little bit later, I will put up maybe some, I think I can do downloads on there, but some sheets or something to help you, give you a bit of a template on how you can start scripting a new story for yourself or something of that nature. So please remember, I am forever yours in moving forward. Let's get our scripts going, our life scripts, and let's start a brand new journey in May because I'm telling you, it's coming in. It's all in the program. It's being programmed as we speak. On a spiritual sense, not on a 3D sense. All right, guys, I love you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.